As the ship pulls into dock, you reread the mysterious letter for the 100th time. The island of Thalfe is in need of your services to investigate a series of disappearances. Travel arrangements are already made. Take the midnight ferry if you accept. Payment is 100 gold coins with a 10-coin advance. Tell no one. It's certainly one of the stranger job offers you've received, but that's par for the course in your line of work. Whatever is happening on the island of Thalfe, you'll get to the bottom of it. It's only a matter of time. As the ship begins to unload its cargo, you make your way onto the docks and consider your options. You spot several fishermen on break nearby chatting amicably. They might be able to give you some more information about the disappearances. You could help the dock workers unload the cargo and earn a coin or two. Past the docks, you spot a neon sign for Paddy's Tavern. It could be a good place to get information or ask about local work. Who knows how long this investigation could take. Next to Paddy's, you see the welcoming patio of the Stumbling Stoat Inn. It might be a good idea to rent a room and get settled in a bit before doing anything else. And beyond the inn, you can see the town center in the distance, bustling with vendors, shoppers, and livestock. Seems like a good place to get supplies and equipment, since with so little information to go on, you decided to pack light. Which path will you take, adventurer? The choice is yours.
You enter Paddy's Tavern and are met with a wave of boisterous laughter and the smell of beer. There are 3 dock workers sitting around the bar having a drink, and an old man in the corner staring into a bowl of liquid and leaves. The dock workers introduce themselves as Brendan, Sally, and Hans, and invite you to have a drink with them. They also inform you that the man in the corner is the local seer, and will read the leaves for you for 1 gold. The bartender also introduces herself as Paddy, the owner, and says she has a letter for you. You hear the clink of coins inside as she hands you the envelope, and realize this must be the advance on your payment. Your curiosity eats at you as you pocket the envelope, intending to read the letter in a more private location. What will you do next, adventurer? You could have a drink with the dock workers to try and get some information about Thalfe. You could get your fortune read by the seer. You could talk to Paddy about local jobs. You could go next door and check into the inn and read the letter. Or you could go back to the docks or explore the town center. The choice is yours. You enter the town center, bustling with vendors and Thalfians doing their morning shopping. As you pass through the stalls, you notice several missing children posters taped to trees and buildings. You go over to the one that looks the most recent and make a note of the contact info for the mother, Mrs. Fenderton. You purchase some food and other necessities, as well as a map of the island. It didn't take long to notice that there is no cell service on the island. The Thalfians are friendly, and you make some small talk with a few. You could take this opportunity to try to get some information about the missing children. You also have your newest lead, Mrs. Fenderton. You could take some time to track her down and get her story. Your new map shows a forest bordering the town on its northern side, 4-foot forest. It could be that a wild animal is responsible for the disappearances. You could investigate there next. You could also check into the inn and leave some of your stuff. It might be a good idea to be able to move quickly if needed. What will you do next, adventurer? The choice is yours. You spend several hours chatting with Thalfians at the market. Some seem hesitant to talk to an outsider, especially with the disappearances. But you turn on the charm, and within a few minutes most of them seem at ease and willing to answer your questions. By the time the sun is beginning to set, you've learned 3 new pieces of information. 1. There have been 4 children reported missing over the last 3 months. No adults have disappeared. 2. All 4 children were over the age of 10. 3. There was a similar string of disappearances 15 years ago. 6 children went missing in total. No answers were ever found about what happened to them or why the disappearances stopped. Pleased at your successful information gathering, you buy yourself a sandwich for dinner and consider your next options. It's starting to get dark out, and you haven't checked into the inn yet. You could call it a night and get settled in. You could return to Patty's Tavern to ask about local jobs. There also might be some different patrons there worth talking to. One of the Thalfians mentioned the part of town Mrs. Fenderton lives in. You could try to track her down next. Or you could investigate 4-Foot Forest, at night, alone. What will you do next, adventurer? The choice is yours. As you enter the Slumbering Stoat Inn, you're met by a wave of warm air and the sound of a crackling fire. You're greeted cheerily by the innkeeper, Mr. Henspin, and his dog, Baxter. After you pay in advance for 3 nights, he leads you to a modest but comfortable room on the 2nd floor. After getting settled in a bit, you take out the letter from your client and read it with growing apprehension. To the investigator, we received word that someone may have been sent to stop your investigation. The nature and timing of this threat are unknown. Be on your guard. Patty can be trusted. The sun has set, but your work is often done by moonlight. With this new threat and the information you gathered today, what will you do next, adventurer? You could leave the inn and head to Patty's Tavern. You could investigate 4-Foot Forest. You could set a trap for potential intruders. You could lie in ambush for potential intruders. Or you could simply go to bed and resume your adventure in the morning. The choice is yours. As you walk into Patty's Tavern, the chatter in the room quiets a bit, as everyone glances nervously in your direction. "Oh, pay them no mind," Patty says. "They just heard about the little incident earlier." With the disappearances already on their minds, people are getting a bit spooked. Nothing a few more drinks won't fix. Here, first one's on the house. Used to be we were more hospitable around here. You sip your beer as you take in the room. The dockworkers from earlier are gone, as well as the seer, but over a dozen Thalfians have taken their place, drinking and laughing and playing cards. Is one of them the person sent to stop you? Or are they still on the other side of the island, drawing closer by the hour? You shake the apprehension from your mind and make some headway on your drink as you consider your options. You could try to make friendly with some of the Thalfians over a drink. Even if they don't have any information, it might be good to foster some goodwill. You could chat with Patty, the owner. She might have leads on some local gigs, and she's the only one you know you can trust. You could call the one beer a nightcap and return to the inn for the night. Or you could use your newfound liquid courage to investigate 4-Foot Forest. What will you do next, adventurer? The choice is yours.